This is London with VIP Trader. Dig in. We're going to go through a quick technical update in terms of the VIP. Congratulations, guys. I'm going to stream this because if I stream it, you'll have it immediately. It's going to be a technical review. If I upload a recording, it's going to take an hour for it to process. So let's dig into the charts. I want to show you exactly what I'm looking at and why I felt it was necessary to bring you this information. Now, we have a special, I'd say a special pattern ongoing with Bitcoin. I want to shout out to the VIP with all the returns, etc. I just made a nice video with those returns. We'll cover those in a moment. But looking at the framework, this is extremely important, and I want you all to please dial in with me very quickly. Now, I'm gonna raise this up a little bit so you can see exactly what's being discussed. And VIP, what's going on, guys? In terms of the pattern framework, this is a very interesting moment for Bitcoin. In terms of the structuring that we're looking at, we have a few different dynamics in play. Please go to the hourly time frame. You'll see, first of all, that we are looking at a curvature feature. You guys see the curvature feature and then the handle, okay? You see the curvature feature and then the handle, right? Absolutely. See the flat top resistance, more or less there for that either inverse head and shoulder. We got the left shoulder, the head formation, and then that right shoulder or the handle. What I'm looking at right now is this specific ascending wedge, that ascending wedge at the end. And you are welcome, Venus. I appreciate you being in the stream. I'll try and dial over in just a moment so I can chat with you, Venus. Nice to have you here. I cut a video and it would have taken an hour, just so that you know. Venus, I cut a video and it was going to take an hour for it to upload to the VIP. I'm like, no, it's not going to work. So YouTube, please get those processings to 4K sped up so that we can dig in and our VIP can get this information more quickly. Very, very important. Venus, thanks for being who you are in terms of everything to VIP. 2023 is ours. It's going to be awesome. Now, Venus, one of the things I'll go ahead and show very quickly. I'm going to see if I can show this camera. Please show up. What do we got? What do we got? Let's see if I can show the camera right now on this cell phone. It may or may not want to work. Let's see what we've got. Screen capture. Let me go to phone camera. And there we go. Okay, this is something particular out of the Elliott wave. Now I have my phone, okay, this is my cell phone, okay, that I'm using as a camera. It's got a decent camera on it, so I've hooked it up to Streamlabs. For the purposes of, I want to show you all, and you guys know the book, Prechter, Elliott Wave, registered in the Library of Congress, okay? I want you to look at the 1929. When I talk about a super trend, when I talk about a throw over, I want you to look on page, what is that? What is that, 231? I believe page 231 of Prechter in the back. Do you see the 1929? I can try and get some more light on this. Okay, the 1929 stock market. Okay, yes, the 29 stock market. Okay, looking at the throw over, what is identified is operation up and over the top line of resistance. This is how fundamental this specific throw over feature is. I've got a fan on over here, but I want to show you guys that is exactly the throw over with the capitulation back down through support. So I can brighten this up a little bit so we can get a better look at it, potentially, and with the light. What I'll do is I'll cut this out for people in the back, and we'll make sure you guys get a good look at that. But yes, you see that. Boom, right? Very, very important. Now, I'm going to show you on the screen in the charts, and I wanted just to bring that to you. What is that, page 231 on Prechter? You guys got that. Let me hide that back in terms of the camera phone. Okay, just wanted to bring that to you so you guys can see firsthand. It's like, okay, that's what London's talking about. The fundamental premise that's been in place since 1929. Before then, but yeah, this is what we're talking about when we discuss an overthrow. The throw over. Now, this is that same channel-like formation that we saw. Okay, as we were to look at that blue, you see the blue, right? That's the standard channel formation to the upside. There are some angles to get around the fact that right now we have a throw over, okay? There are some ways to explain through this, etc. As we would look at operation up and over a line of resistance on a channel framework, right? There is a potential that we could identify it as an accelerating trend, okay? We could say, and this is how New York Institute of Finance handles the matter, as opposed to Elliott Wave, which clearly says throw over, beware of the bears. Now, in the context, look back at what we just saw. Look back at what we just had with a phenomenal short. You guys know, anyone who traded this knows. Level of resistance up and over, throw over, Boom, back down through, just like 1929, just like that the specific chart in 231 that I showed you guys, right? Looking at the, let's look at the essentials. Let me go ahead. I want to go in here since Venus, you chatted up in the chats. I want to go see if I can get a just something back to you because I want to communicate with you. I appreciate you being there and what's going on. You're welcome. Venus, what's up, Venus? Boom. Venus can trade. Everybody knows that. VIP can trade without a doubt. Excited to see you guys trading every day. I'll go through some of the returns today. JMac 400+%. I got to say Liam over 200% on Bitcoin. We got Dayton with over, what's that, 700%? I think 700+%. We got to review that one. I may be low on that one, but 700% on Solana. A lot of trades in the back. So what we're looking at is the following. We're looking at an up and over this level of resistance. Boom, back down and through, just like the 1929 chart. Now we're looking up and over. Now what we do here is this. We take this bottom line support, right? We take it down below and bam, we raise it here to that level of resistance and we're up and over that, right? So we're currently perched right on this line of prior resistance. People who trade a lot know exactly what they're looking at. I'm going to tell you, in terms of the additional, what would we say? What can we say? The additional litmus test that I would, or factors or variables that I would bring into play immediately to answer the question of where are we going? Well, right now we're under. This is our specific, brand new VIP technical indicator. I'm excited about it, and we have more incoming. More incoming, guys. It's going to be very, very nice. I have an oscillator that we're building, and it's guys, it's one of a kind. It's really one of a kind. I'm really excited to be able to bring this to you in terms of the oscillator function of standard deviation and an oscillator that measures the standard deviation and essentially the volatility, so you can get a look at and measure on Bitcoin or anything you trade how attractive it is and how volatile you can expect it to be. It's really going to be nice, guys. Looking forward to that. But back to Bitcoin. You see the red down and under the 20 moving average. Now, you also see a hit down into that lower band, cross over. Guys, cross over the band, the 20 moving average, and target the upside band. Cross under, it's not fail safe, but cross under the 20 moving average, and boom, you got a nice hit to that bottom side band. Perfectly well respected. Fire and Ice still rocking and rolling, particularly as an assistive aid to let you know where the patterns are. What lines of support or resistance are you missing? Yes, lines of support and resistance will be broken, guys, without a doubt. Those are the same. That's when you get a line of Fire and Ice that doesn't want to hold. That's a line of support or resistance that's being broken. Bottom line. So always, I'd say always looking for that next time frame up is a crucial element on Fire and Ice. Let's take a look at some of those hits are big, guys. What do we hit on the daily? On the low, we hit on the daily. You guys recall that? A lot of big hits, guys. So don't be afraid to pull a trigger. Make sure you're not wasting all your ammunition in one trade, though, guys. In terms of the features here, let's look at this. Now, this is the go-getter for VIP. You know this. And Venus, it's a pleasure for me to stream. I can't wait till we're set up just a bit more. And we can stream in the morning for the open. And we're really settled up with the cameras all set up. I don't know, I may need a camera assistant. I'm not much of a camera guy. I got to tell you, for setup and everything else. I've been in front of cameras a lot in my life, but I'm not much of a camera kind of guy in terms of the setup and all this. And, bring in the tech. I'm going to tell you that's probably not me, but we've set it up pretty well. I got to say that. And it's nice work to set it up. It's enjoyable. Now, VIP know what I've just drawn. It's a fan dynamic. Shout out to the VIP #1 trade group. You guys know this. Now the 4 hourly is going to allow you to see through some holes in the hourly. Okay, the hole in the hourly. As I draw out this fan dynamic, I want you VIP to be very aware of this top line resistance from this shared array seat here. Now, looking at the feature here, as you were to look at, it doesn't do me any good to point at the screen if you guys can't see it. But looking at the array function on the left-hand side, let me pull this over. You see that array function, boom. That's the shared array function that I'm pointing out on the screen right now. Okay, that's the seat of the fan. Level of resistance, flip to support. Level of resistance, flip to support. This level of resistance, you're going to have to clean it up on the 4 hourly. All right, clean that up in the 4 hourly, go cross time frame, level of resistance, flip to support. You got it? Okay, back to the hourly, makes that a clean fan. Do you see how that deviation on the hourly is cleaned up on the 4 hourly? Use your time frames. You guys got that, right? Now, looking at this specific fan feature, I'm telling you, there are orders right here. Without a doubt, you guys know when we talk about a fan to the upside, when we discuss such, I always tell the VIP, it's just a matter if we do not go back to this level of resistance for a confirmation hit. What do I normally say? The market will owe this hit to the traders. Okay, and you say, owe it to the traders. What do you mean? Well, I mean that it's been consistent here, consistent twice. Let's say here once, consistent here twice, consistent here 3 times. Cross time frame, I'm still going to say, guys, consistent hit here, and then a consistent here as well. There was action here from the first, second, third, and on to the fourth. I say the consistent level of resistance thus far, waiting to be tapped into along that line. It's an exciting moment for Bitcoin. I have to say, it's a nice technical feature given this preceding throwover. And guys, if you just tuned in, please rewind and watch the beginning. I went through some very specific features that you guys need to see in terms of just catching you up. We went through some specific film footage that I went through. And I want you guys to see that film footage, okay? Please, I want you to rewind and see what I brought up from Elliot Prechter exactly from my camera phone. But this takes the cake, right? This level of support to resistance, the macro, the 69,000, and the double clutch here. Very difficult to trade. You guys see that. That was not an easy throwover, double throwover, then ba-boom, down through just like 1929, what I just showed you guys. All right, so we're in this micro feature. Look at this, all the way from there to this micro feature, but we just had a great trade there, and now it's like we're in a micro of a micro feature, or in a fractal of a fractal, essentially. So I wanted to bring this information to you in context so that you can adequately assess it, along with the litmus test that I'm looking at right now, which is the 20 moving average on the hourly time frame. It doesn't get much easier than that, okay? In terms of, will we operate above? We have a target above. Will we operate below? We have a target below. I know that's not always the answer that you want, but people want to be told all the time, is something going up or down? My favorite answer is, to them, it's going to go up and it's going to go down. But you all know is also, as you day trade, you're on top of the price action. It's not a big deal for you to be at the 5-minute time frame. It's just not a big deal for you to be at the 5-minute time frame. If it is, you may not be day trading, guys. You may not be day trading. You may be hanging out with day traders trying to make some money, right? But if and you have to think there are guys around, girls around like that. They may not be day trading, but they want to know. By the way, is it going to go up or is it going to go down? Yeah, a lot of those guys, a lot of those girls. In terms of that, though, it's never going to make a strong move to the upside or downside without crossing the 20 moving average on the 5-minute time frame. Hey, you guys know this. So for day traders, it's easy stuff. We dig into the lower time frames, that 5-minute here, and what a fall down this morning. Congratulations to the VIP. I just have to say, at this point, it was really, it was labeled enough in terms of the patterning that was going on. And this was a fractal as well, but this leading diagonal, and I told the VIP in the back, I said, you guys, Bitcoin is trying to see whether or not the traders even remember what an expanding leading diagonal is, right? And that's an expansion, right? A leading expanding diagonal, diagonally meaning up. Elliott wave again, all right? But we ran into a secondary one up and above, and normally this is a great place to short, just so that you know that. And VIP in the back, you guys know that. Right? And depending upon how considerable your position is, you're long right now that you're carrying, you make those own determinations. You guys know, not financial advice. Looking at the framework here, level of resistance, level of support, expanding diagonal up and over, we love to short these. We just do. We had a bit of a flash here with a small bell formation. This is one of the small percentage of the time, one of the 30 percentages of the time where we were stacked with bearish. It was like 2 bearish patterns against it took a lot to beat this bell formation, but it did beat that formation. Make sure that you're plugged in to your specific, make sure you're plugged into your specific stop losses, right? Even on these, though, we love to trade these big and the compressed pattern, right? On those compressed patterns, make sure that you are, that you're aware that it's a compressed pattern, always measuring your upside right? Take a look at how big is the pattern. What's your potential upside on it? How much exposure should you have? Remember last night I went through moving as much capital as you can, as quickly as you can, with the highest rate of return. Three-pronged test, right? The maximum amount of money moved as quickly as possible for the maximum return. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, how much, how quickly, and what's your return? That's the bottom line. Those are the three factors I want you to start thinking about when you're looking at your trades. Not to employ that, not to deploy that immediately without your guys, without your, I'd say your training, your focus, etc. Like what you would, and I'll look at you guys for this one for a minute as we've gone through the technicals. A nice drop for anybody who caught it. Not a big move. Bitcoin's been kind in that respect. A lot of different patterns have played well, but she's been really forgiving as well. I think you guys know that. Now, in terms of the pattern structure, in terms of that advancement of what we're thinking in 2023, I just want you to be familiar with. Big traders are going to be looking at how much money can I move, how quickly can I move it, and what's the maximum rate of return, okay, in terms of the trading opportunities that I'm looking at. Liquidity comes to mind, right? Risk comes to mind, right? Some limitations, some market limitations or barriers may come to mind as well as you look at moving larger amounts of money, right? Particularly at different types of leverage or in different instruments. So you guys take that with a grain of salt thus far. Looking for a bit of patterning here, not seeing a lot. Let's see, trying to get a descending line of resistance here. You guys know that. It looks like we're just about into a bit of a coil here. There we go. Yeah, a bit of a coil on that 5-minute time frame. So that's sitting again at this precarious situation. Again, remember we're stacked right underneath that hourly right now on that moving average. You guys see that red? That's that 20 moving average, okay? So to the extent that we have a coil or reverse coil really on that hourly, looks like we've got a reverse coil. We're sitting again, and the key feature here, let me dial back into the charts just for a moment. Sorry, I got caught up there talking to you guys about maximum exposure, right? Maximum amounts of cash at, as much money as you can, as quickly as you can for the maximum amount you can make. Bottom line, easy formula, right? But that's the goal. We don't talk about that all the time. We're talking about 100 rounds. As you guys build your consistency in 2023, you're going to be thinking about different things. I know that you're already thinking about those things, but in 2023, I want to start bringing that into the forefront of what you're considering in terms of what your overall game plan can be as you look to achieve alpha in the market, that percentage by which you beat the market, right? Without a doubt. So looking at the specific coil formation right now, that triangulation, we're just perched right up and over the level of resistance, right? Solana's been beautiful to trade. Cardano has not been bad. Two key feature names, right? Solana's been a little bit tainted with the FTX debacle, but still, I like those guys, those trades. I'm proud of you guys for trading those because I know that everyone around and otherwise is going to know that you were trading that. What's up, J-Mac, my man? What's up? Let's go through a few of the returns. Nice to see you, J-Mac. And J-Mac, anyone else? I went through a key feature here, and I can go through this one more time. Let me see if I can pull this. If I can pull this back up, I'm not sure that I can, but I'm going to try for you guys. I have a feature. I hooked up my camera phone to the stream. I can't wait till the stream is up and we can stream the open. We can just stream the daylights out of all this stuff, guys. It's going to be nice. Let me see what we got here. Let me see what we got if I can pull up. There we go. Camera phone in the house. Okay, check it out. Now, the throw over notion comes from what, huh? Well, just the super trend. Right? What does it come from? Let's take a look at this, guys. Let me take this back here just a touch. Let me rewind on that. Now, super trend, the throw over comes from the 1929 stock market. All right, it comes from, let's see if we can take a look at this. Comes from the 1929 stock market. Look at the throw over. Do you see the channel formation to the upside? Yeah, you guys see it. Channel formation to the upside. Let me see if I can get a little more light on this. That shadow wants to bug us. 1929. We see the Elliott wave feature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside. There is a throw over, up and over the level of resistance, okay? Then capitulation down through that level of support. That's the 1929. You guys go to page 231. Go to 231. Boom, in your book, okay? In your Prector book, Elliott Wave International, registered with the Library of Congress, okay? That's the real deal stuff. That's exactly what you're looking at. Let me hide that camera phone real quickly. But yeah, guys, I can just see it. It's going to be really nice when we are. I'm going to say when we're able to just dive in and stream when we choose to for the Open. It's just going to be nice, guys, and looking forward to a lot of interaction in 2023. Being one of our biggest assets is VIP. You guys don't get that yet. I think you can maybe see it, but interaction. And not just not just what we say, not just for the Open, and not just at certain hours when we want to stream, but trader interaction being one of our biggest assets in 2023. I really believe that is where we are going. I know that's where we're going, guys. So I'm looking forward to that. Just the team, the group. So looking at the specifics, when you just saw that throw over the 1929 stock market, boom, it's where we are right now. Now, two solutions. We go through a kind of a dual prong, two solution possibility here. What do we look at? We try and say, okay, well, the New York Institute of Finance is going to say, and this is tough, guys, going to say, well, we could establish an accelerating trend. The problem with the accelerating trend is, again, from this specific line of resistance up and over, we have another throw over. Right? So we're in this double throw over, even on an accelerating trend. And we start to say, okay, what's the next fallback? How are the traders going to try and excuse this? How are we going to try? And you guys know this. It's like, and we push, we pull, we stretch the line. It's like we can't bend the trend line necessarily, but we can when we need to, right? Let me put J Mac, my man. What's up? What's up, J Mac? California in the house. These market hours are nice in California. If you guys aren't in California, you don't know that, but we know that. The market hours are nice here in California. Wake up early in your day, at least equities, etc. Quick day. Quick day. J-Mac, great trades. We'll go over those in a minute, but over just solidly done. So let's look at this feature again, just to remind everybody that this is not financial advice, and we'll just tell you right now you're underneath the 20 moving average. That's the key focal, the 20 moving average on the hourly. I'm going to let you guys go. Make sure that we are tech savvy and we're all plugged in